Otero is back, and he is the last man standing of the YUMA Charter. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Entertainment. The Mayans MC released a new teaser, and we've seen from that teaser that Ontario is back. And not only is he back, he has a promotion because he is now the president of YUMA, and as far as Wikipedia goes, he is the only member listed from YUMA. So therefore, it's kind of like a one-man charter at the moment. Ontario needs to be busy, and he needs to employ some Mayans members because that YUMA charter is looking very thin.
Yes, Kanche was killed, Manny was killed, Tex was killed. And then we have Downer, who has sadly joined Santa Padre and left Otero all by himself for some reason. Because if you talk about animosity between the charters, I mean, Otero and Downer probably hate Santa Padre the most, and for some reason Downer's just absolutely packed up and went home to Santa Padre. What's going on?
What makes you think that?
He's in all the trailers at the Santa Padre table.
No, what makes you think he hates Santa Padre the most?
Because that's who the whole feud was against. Do you not remember season 3 and season 4 at this beginning?
I don't think it was. No, it was more like. I think it was like Santa Padre versus everyone.
Yeah, it was Santa Padre versus everyone with what was Ibarra's charter? Arizona. And someone else. I think the Mayans, right, they wanted to incorporate all these charters, but see, at the end of the day, as we sit going into season 5, you've about 10 charters with about 3 members between all of them, apart from Santa Padre.
And you might know the names of the presidents, but let's be honest, none of these characters have been fleshed out.
No, you're right, absolutely. Like, we're talking here about Downer and Otero. A charter should not have 2 people, and it's 1, because Downer's now in Santa Padre, but it seems...
I just wish if they were going to bring all these charters in, they would at least give some screen time to the presidents, because this Ontario guy, Otero, he just doesn't feel that important. Like,
again, considering he got essentially was acting president because Kanche got killed, why would Isaac kill Manny over Otero, considering Manny was VP and he was president?
He kind of, in my opinion, he kind of like bottled it.
Otero, because he was greeting, while Manny stepped up to the task.
I think that Ontario not be asked for his life to be spared, whereas Manny was kind of like, fuck you, if you're going to kill me, do it.
I see where you're coming from, but
that's why. I think that's
maybe
why.
maybe Isaac wanted to should kill the high-ranking officers.
Well, obviously he didn't, because he didn't kill him.
I know he didn't.
Right then,
we're just discussing it. You don't need to take it to heart, mate.
No, but you're saying
you remember a Sam Dino.
You're saying obviously. Obviously Isaac wanted to kill the high. No, he didn't know, or else.
No, man. I'm saying normally in these things you kill the high-ranking people, man. Oh, kill Packer. He's the snake's head. Did Alvarez go, see the prospect that lives at this address, go kill him, guys? He sends fucking all of his best guys to the prospect's house.
Hold on, Manny was VP.
Yeah, I know he was. Otero was president. Acting. But now he's back, and he's the only guy.
Well, maybe he felt like he wanted to keep the president alive so he could see what Isaac was capable of. Maybe it was like a...
I don't know how Otero was even in the same room as Isaac. I'm surprised his pants aren't brown.
I'm surprised Ontario's allowed. I mean, I guess maybe he hasn't revealed the truth about what happened that day. Now, I know he could say that he wasn't able to do much. I get that, because he was like, I don't know if he can't remember if he was tied up. I think he did have his hands tied behind his back, but it's like, I don't know. He kind of just accepted that Isaac killed his brother. Then not his brother, but his fellow brother, guessily.
It's Mayan brother.
And then he kind of just like accepted it. So I don't know.
I think Otero will be the one to crack the code about Jess finding out, because of course, if you remember the scene, they're in the clubhouse and they're like, right, we need to meet up, and then that's when you get Dondo, Tex, Manny, and then Otero meet up in the diner. Of course, Jess overheard that, and then we see Nestor follow her out, and then that's kind of where that ends. So I think Otero being spared is obviously a wee bit of plot purposes, and I feel like he'll be the one to reveal that, well, I think someone overheard this, and then they're going to be like, who overheard this? And Nestor's going to be like, I think it was her, which then leads us to the other vid that we'll be making soon, when Easy steps into the barn or the garage and just absolutely decks Jess. But we've got a poll up. Most people think it's going to be an SOA member. Or do you think it's Jess Galindo or an SOA member? I'm leaning
SOA member.
I'm leaning towards Jess now.
SOA member.
I think Otero's going to be the gatekeeper, so to speak. But anyway, guys, he's back. He's no dead. I thought maybe he would have just fled and not went back to the Mayans, but who knows? Maybe he won't end up like a wee barbecue, and he'll be all right for Otero. Closing thoughts?
Excited to see him back in season 5.
Aye, what a guy.